woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Oh no.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Double oh no. Oh, you can skip previously seen dialogue by pressing tab on your keyboard, or R, oh, maybe the right trigger on your controller? Correct. What is this? Oh, auto. So, we have previously played this a little bit. We're getting into the real gist of the game now, though, is the thing. Because last time we kind of got whooped on, but we discovered a lot about the princess and what's really going on with the princess, if you know what I'm talking about. So I'm confused, first of all, but I'm also very interested in seeing what's going on.
Mention it. It's all part of the job.
Yeah?
You make
don't
your
say.
way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I think he does. But it's okay. We're gonna handle things differently this time. We won't be a
The interior of the
puss-puss.
cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Shit. See, now my thing is, though, given what we learned last time, I don't know if I even want to take the knife, though. Like, yeah, we could just stab her, but at the same time, I guess it wouldn't matter either way, because she's kind of an omnipotent god of swords, it seems. I'm gonna go without the knife. We're gonna try
The door to the
something here, don't
basement
worry.
creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This
I have an
is
idea.
an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
I'm confused. Last time, maybe it's because I didn't bring my knife this time, because last time I'm pretty sure she was like a demon off the get-go. She was not happy with us. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Please, come downstairs.
You
Sus.
walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone?
You'd be surprised, man.
I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
Let's just go straight forward and see what happens.
Only making this more difficult.
Immediately be happy, guy.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug.
You know what this artwork kind of reminds me of, by the way, guys? I don't know if you guys have heard of Fear and Hunger, that game. I don't think I can play it on the channel, although I do kind of want to. Maybe there's like a censored mode, but I kind of want to play that game. This artwork kind of reminds me of that, except a little bit nicer. Like, in the case of this game, looks a little nicer.
They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
But what if I did?
I'm
Because
guessing
we're
you
cool.
don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of
Crumbs on
day.
the desk. Not cheetah crumbs either, though. If there isn't any keys, do you have any other ideas? Or I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around up there somewhere. Yeah, let's go look for it.
Okay, I'll be here. Good luck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no
You
worries.
attempt to make
We're
your
gonna
way
get you
out
out
of
of
the
here.
basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone
Well,
else here?
That's not great. I guess we
You
might as
try
well
the
try
door,
it.
But it's locked from the outside.
Can I hit it repeatedly?
Your
Yeah.
shouts and pleas are met with silence.
This is what they were talking about last time, how
You're
fate
here
kind
to
of
slay
correlates
the
here.
princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Yeah, whatever.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to.
I guess we don't even have the option anymore at this point, because
Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
it doesn't seem like much of a mess. We're just
I
chilling.
heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
They might have,
There's a
yeah.
slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She
Oh,
barely
ah!
hesitates before raising
Oh,
her
what
arm
the
to her mouth,
fuck?
her teeth tearing
Alrighty.
through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf. As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal.
Almost forgot this was a horror game.
It's the blade
God.
from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Dude, this is gross. Another... Fuck. I can't do it, man. I really just can't.
Fine.
I don't have it in me.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
Bro, just take a look at that. That is so grisly. I don't like
You
this.
cut into her flesh.
Ooh.
The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't.
Yeah, that's
She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
I'm bothered.
Thank you. Now let's get out
I'm
of here.
very bothered by that. Sure.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world.
I'm curious what
As
she's
the
planning
princess
though.
approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
He's cheating the system.
Watch me.
What are you doing?
Oh, don't do it, dude. No, you motherfucker. Wait, hold up. Warn her. Look. They're like, surely he won't read every option. Boom.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
I do know that I don't want
She lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart.
to.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance to connect. Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
I don't trust you. I will
The
resist.
blade. Move the blade.
I refuse.
As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
I'm trying to do the right thing. I think.
I'm sorry.
I hope.
I'll try to be quick.
Don't do it.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone.
Yeah, we might have.
Whatever. She sinks the blade into your chest again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry, I'm sorry, I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she? Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
The blood is making me nauseous, I'm not gonna lie. I'm getting a little
I'm so
lightheaded.
sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks.
Oh, that's poetic. How poetic is that,
It
man?
can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice. It's over. Everything goes dark. And you die.
That's okay. I'm fine with that outcome. Ooh, chapter 2 of The Damsel.
You're on a path in the woods. And at the end of that, you're here to slay her.
You can skip a little bit here. Oh, what the heck? Yeah, look at that. Oh, you bastard, you're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. Yes, sir. We know what you're up to. Narrator man.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Maybe.
Yes, he didn't
My
approve of
camera's
us
just
last
broken.
time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Yes, that's smart,
Our
Smitten.
Beloved?
Didn't-
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess.
Oh!
Ah, so all of the cards
You
are on
don't
the
know that.
table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
I like you, Smitten. Simp
Say
nature
about that.
going through.
Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. Sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Oh, it's like the 4th time.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Kind
You were
of.
the one who did us in, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her.
That is
Well, I wonder
true.
why? Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
You know, I don't trust the narrator. Ever since I played Little Misfortune, I really don't.
beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second
I
question
don't.
was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. You forced the princess to kill us, and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Quickly on that, by the way. I know I keep stopping the action, but like... So, last time we kind of did get to see that there's the real princess in there somewhere, so that's why I'm trying not to slay her, you know? Because everything in the game, the narrator included, wants us to kill the princess. I don't want to do that. And the game also has hinted at, even though there's this ominous, like, demonic princess auras everywhere, there's also, like, the real princess somewhere in there. And I don't want to get rid of that, you know what I mean? That's a human life.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Maybe both.
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after?
Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would? She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
He's a dastard.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
No. I will never slay the princess. I'm with them. I'm gonna find a way to save her.
That's right, you can't stop all of us.
Yeah, we got numbers.
We're going to sweep her off her feet if it's the last thing anyone does. Are these
Yup.
really the sorts of people you'd like to align yourself with? You're not at the cabin yet. You still have plenty of time to reflect on the situation. I just hope for all our sakes that you make the right call.
I won't. I'm a demented human being. Yeah, can we talk a
Just be
little bit?
quick about it.
The only reason she was able to kill us was because I let her. She could barely hold a knife. How was she supposed to end the world? Who locked her in the basement? We already know. We already asked that before.
Can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
That's Cap.
Maybe it's her beauty that threatens the world. Sure, it's her beauty. Why not? And before you ask, no, we can't just keep her down there. If you don't slay her, she's going to find a way out. It's unfortunate, I know, but it's just the way it is.
We already asked this, but because we'll ask him later, not right now, because he's probably not going to be open to telling us anything at this point.
Breath for you to save it from ruin.
Yeehaw, let's go.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
We already told you we're not playing along with your little game. It's your lies that can't be trusted. Her beauty is the only thing in the world we can believe in. I think we've already been over this. I'm pretty sure he just likes the sound of his own voice. I do, but I also speak from the heart.
He's
My
honest.
passions are too great.
Oops, sorry guys. Too great to be stifled, they must be expressed.
Sure, yeah, your passions are strong and all, but not everyone needs to hear them. Some things are better kept quiet. Don't pay their bickering any mind. Focus on the task ahead.
Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine threaded tapestries, a prison befitting a royal prisoner. The only furniture of note is an ornate wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
No. Ooh, I just saw it. Maybe there's different, like, if we meet a different type of princess, we should approach it differently to, properly exorcise the demon, you know? Yeah, how about that mirror,
Because
bud?
there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I'm not sure I believe you.
There's definitely a mirror.
Yeah.
There isn't.
This guy's a liar.
I'm sure the princess would tell us there was a mirror if she were up here.
So true.
In which case
She's
she'd be
based
lying
like
to you
that.
Because, again, there isn't a mirror.
This also sows the seeds of distrust because... Why, man? Why are you lying? Yeah, what is the point of lying?
Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
No, it lets me be introspective into the fact that I'm a demigorgon or something. Yeah, this whole cabin's different,
Very
you know?
different. Is it? I can't say I was paying much attention to the scenery last time around.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. Stop letting yourself get distracted.
Okay, let's go in without the knife because I don't want to do that. Trying to be
The door to the
pacifist.
basement creaks open, revealing an intricate stairwell. gold-trimmed carpet glimmers in the light of the torches positioned along the walls. The basement almost seems welcoming in the dim firelight. But it's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. A soft voice carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
Her voice, it's somehow even more beautiful than last time. I can hear wedding bells already. I've held my tongue till now, but you're taking this a little too far. We barely even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this over-the-top fawning.
Hero, man, you're so right about that. We don't have to be a
For
sim.
everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation.
You're manipulating me, you bastard.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment.
You know she can't hear you, right?
She may not be able to hear my words, but surely she can hear my spirit.
Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero.
Pepega?
I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Did you hear that? She said we're dashing.
And she called us a hero.
How sweet.
Flattery really goes a long way with the two of you, doesn't it? Waiting for you to come back. I didn't want to believe your ravings back in the woods, but this is next to incontrovertible evidence. You've been here before.
Yeah, narrator man. What did you get about that?
That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us.
Technically,
Because
yeah.
he made us try and kill her, it was self-defense. Our beloved's hands remain unstained by cruelty.
True. So
You've
true.
died before. So an entire world has been damned to oblivion. I'd really hoped I'd be the first, but what's done is done. What matters is you have a chance to do it right this time.
I don't believe you.
Now, hold on. If she actually ended a world, are you sure we want to do this? Are you sure we want to rescue her?
We never saw a world end, and now I'm even more certain that we must chase our heroic and romantic destiny than I've ever been. I shan't let anyone convince us otherwise.
Listening
It's
to
very,
you,
very
he's
confusing.
lost it. Don't let him distract you. Just do your job.
But doubting is what I do. You killed me last time and it hurt a lot. Why did you do that? Didn't bring a knife. Do I have to cut you out again? What happened after I died? I have to ask. Did you end the world after you killed me back there? That's a good question, but we're gonna save that for I didn't bring a knife. I think we'll say that first. Oh, no. Look at this. We can actually just not be a prick. I'm sorry about what happened last time. The narrator who sent me here to kill you took over my body.
If another version of me was pushed to such drastic action, it was for good reason.
That's okay. You were just doing your best, and that's all that matters.
Yay.
That in stride, to a surprising extent. An almost unsettling extent, actually.
That's because she's perfect.
Too
You think
perfect.
she has someone like him telling her what to do. She doesn't. There's no one else like me.
The puppet
I
master.
think he's right, because
She
I
might
like
be.
it better if she doesn't have some horrid little voice like him, always trying to drive her to violence.
I have to ask, after... Yeah. After you killed us, did you end the world?
I don't know. Was I supposed to have ended the world? Would that have made you happy?
Isn't that just like our darling princess? She wants to make us happy. My heart melts further with every word that passes through her beautiful lips.
Are you listening to her? That's a confession.
It kinda is, though, I'm not gonna lie. No, I don't want the world to end. I'm not an edgelord, I'm not gonna choose that. Honestly, the world sucks, people are a plague, and I hope you brought a slow and painful ruin to them all. Nah, I don't want the world to
Didn't
end.
the world.
Woo!
She didn't confess
Delusion!
anything. She is innocence itself.
Okay,
Not so sure.
she is kind of, giving me weird Mormon vibes.
I'm okay with whatever you come up with. You can cut my arm off again.
Maybe she's been down here so long she's got Stockholm Syndrome, dude.
We won't be laying a finger on her perfect wrists, and indeed, we won't even have to. Do you see how dainty her hands are? We'll be able to slip her right out with no harm done. What? No, she's a prisoner here. You can't just slip her hand through the chains.
Couldn't she? Oh, no. I was gonna say, couldn't she have done it herself? But that's not true because she, in the last time, she has to have us bring her.
Why are you two arguing over the logistics of slipping her hand out of her shackles? She just said she'd be okay with any idea we came up with.
No, you're not
Am I
the
the
only
only
one.
one who thinks that's weird?
I think it's very weird.
She didn't care last time. Why should she care this time? That's our stoic, smiling angel.
It's time to interrogate her.
Right, it's extremely bizarre behavior and further evidence that she's a monster who's not to be trusted. So go ahead and slay her.
We don't even have the option to slay her, to be fair. Yeah, what happened after I
I
died?
died, and now we're talking.
Nothing else? Why did you do
I'm
that?
sorry. Didn't you want me to?
Did we? We warned her of the cruel forces seizing our body. That's practically telling her to kill us. She is our beloved, and she made the choice to free us of our misery, to show us mercy and make the best decision for everyone.
I'm not sure about that.
She made the best decision for her. Don't be so quick to assign kindness. You're just opening yourself up to manipulation.
Rescue the princess!
I can't let you do that. If you take another step towards the princess, you'll
Let me-
take over our body and force us to try and kill her. I would if you had a weapon. Not on
So I didn't bring it,
my
dumbass.
weapon. My passions contain titanic depths, and if you try anything that might harm our dearest, I will end our life without a second thought.
How did we get the dagger last time? I left it upstairs. I don't remember exactly how we ended up getting it.
You wouldn't. I would.
He
I'd listen
would.
to him,
He
if I
really
were you.
would.
He has a lot of strong feelings. And doesn't the world end if we don't stop her?
Aw, how's
You
you?
approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned. We're doomed.
We're doomed to a life with a cute princess in hell. We'll take
I
it.
guess I have to. I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and smothers you in a joyful embrace. Ugh.
Why,
If
ugh.
only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back, and everyone out
Out
there would be
saved.
saved. Luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon. Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on our side?
What do we do now?
Honestly, we can have cheeseburger together. Oh, I'm sorry, that was cringe as hell. Yeah, what do you want to do? Do you have any thoughts of your own? Here, what would
Let me
you
guess.
want to do?
End the world? Spoken with the rank cynicism of someone who has never felt love in his heart.
I don't actually know. Nobody's ever asked me what I wanted before.
She doesn't even know what she wants. You may have had her all wrong. What if this whole thing is just a misunderstanding? What if she doesn't want to end the world? You're so gullible. Is the only thing you've ever doubted the actual truth?
I doubt everything, man.
I think I want to leave. And I think...
The princess closes her eyes in deep reflection. And then she shrugs.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
No! No, not again! I just want to leave. If you want to leave, then let's leave. Yeah, what do
I
you
just
want?
want to make you happy.
She can't just want to make us happy. It makes sense to me. That's all I want for her, so of course she'd want the same for us.
That's not how life works. But what would make you
I
happy?
just want to make you happy.
Is she broken? What's going on? What's going on is she's lying to you, only she isn't a good liar. Are you starting to trust me now?
Maybe a little bit. She's starting to get a little bit bug-eyed. You have to want something more than just making me happy, but you need your own thing. You just met me. You can't base your entire happiness around me.
Okay, if that's what makes you happy.
Uh-oh.
This isn't right. I don't know what's going on, but this isn't right. I fail to see the problem here. She's just sweet on us. You don't have to act like it's a big deal.
No, this is a toxic mentality. You can't just be a perpetual people pleaser. You have to have your own thoughts and, like, rationality and just wants in the world, man. I want you to make me unhappy. No, that's how we get killed immediately on the spot. Yeah, let's just get out of here.
Perfect.
Oh!
Oh, phew. She's back to normal. Normal? What are you talking about? Our angel has always been like this. Absolutely flawless. The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
But...
We have each other. We don't need
There we go.
the world for our happy ending. I like to think that you do, actually. Look, I have my doubts, but the choice has been made.
You might be right.
This is happening. You don't have to mope about it. I will mope about it, because moping is the only recourse you love-blind fools have left me with.
Oh well, buddy.
You
Cry
and
me a
Princess
river.
walk up the stairs, hand in hand. Ugh, look at the way she's smiling at you. She doesn't have to be so happy about this. And what happens after we walk up the stairs? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face and the lock clicks.
You did that on purpose, you bastard.
That's a familiar move.
Yeah!
Did I do that last time? Then you should know that you won't be able to leave.
Oh no! Did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no match for the strength of true love. Enough with this true love nonsense. You just met her. Of course you wouldn't understand. Our passions run deeper than anything you have ever known. Are you listening to this? You don't have to go along with the every whim of that delusional voice. I'm just along for the ride at this point.
Hero's giving up. Okay. We're gonna call it here for now. We'll be back next time to hopefully get the hell out of here. The narrator's trying to sabotage us and kill us again. I think the narrator's evil. It's giving me Little Misfortune vibes. If I hadn't have played that game, I wouldn't be so doubting, but also, like, have you seen our hand, dude? We got lizard fingers. Like, this is messed up. Alright, we're gonna be back. We're gonna get back to saving the princess, not slaying the princess. Yeah, it should be a lot of fun. So I'll see you guys next time. Peace.